Alright, thanks again for joining us. Today I wanted to cover a little bit of clinch work where people kind of get stuck being always square on in front of their opponent. So, which is nice for knees, but it's also nice for him to be able to knee back at me that way. So I'm going to work on trying to cut an angle and create some space for myself and then kind of suck the space away from my opponent. A lot of times in Muay Thai, we end up kind of settling into kind of a mutually agreed upon clinch where each of us will have an inside collar tie or hook, and then we're typically trying to control the bicep and take away some of the elbows. What is nice about this position is that if I do trust my clinch, I've neutralized this arm's ability to throw elbows, and then if I'm using this arm correctly, if Cody raises up with that arm to throw an elbow at me, the elbow kind of gets nullified by the fact that I have a correct clinch on. Now if my head were in here, he could still open me up with elbows. So I'm going to be tall, my posture is strong, and I'm in this kind of position, which is a very normal position for both fighters to kind of settle into. Again, like I said, this is great because I can knee, but so can he. So I want to try and create some space. Now you saw that when he tried to throw that elbow right there, this clinch and this frame, this collar tie right here, stops the elbow. Go ahead, Cody. Because the arm is strong. So he's not going to be able to just strip it off there very easily. So it's going to be difficult for me to pull his arm away without feeling some instant resistance from him. So instead of me pulling my head away or trying to rip his arm free, because he is connected to my chest, I'm going to just slide my chest and my hips back just a little bit so that a tiny little bit of space opens up here. When I do this, instead of pulling his arm, I'm going to guide his arm forward, and then I'm going to step around to lock in the space. So from here, he's got a good strong grip. If I try press against him, I feel like I'm kind of running into a wall. Okay? So I want to back my chest up a little bit without giving him too much control on my head. I don't want to break that posture and have him pull my head down. I'm going to pull back, and then as I push this way, I'm going to step around so that his frame collapses, and then I will pull him into the clinch. At this point, I don't worry about this elbow anymore because I'm on the far side. I can simply put my head to the side of his head and then carry on kneeing and doing whatever I want because I have total control of my opponent's head, and wherever the head goes, the body will follow. Okay, so we're going to get a little closer so you guys can see a little more breakdown. So as Cody has this position, I will cup his arm right here. I'm going to back up just a hair so that this is what will happen to his frame. I want to cement that by moving my chest around his arm and then bringing my clinch in this way. So one more time. We were in this kind of a 50-50 position in the clinch. I'm going to back up, pass that arm through because I'm pivoting my chest in, and then I'm stepping around here. Now there's also some little tricks that I can do. I don't want him to pull that arm away and know that that's the arm I'm going to try and trap. Okay? So sometimes if he feels me start to push, he'll remove that arm and maybe he'll put a different type of clinch on me. So to kind of neutralize some of that, I am going to pinch my ear down towards his wrist. And remember, in Muay Thai when we're wearing boxing gloves, it's very easy for me to be able to get a lot of purchase on that glove by pinching my head downwards. So from here, I'm going to lock his wrist in by bringing this shoulder up and capturing his wrist here. Now when I pass, I have all the control that I need right here. So one more time from the back. When I feel this position, go up on my head. If you think about, I'm going to hide my neck. By hiding my neck, it actually makes my neck stronger. So as he tries to pull it down and break it down, it's difficult for him to do it. The harder he pulls, the tighter this trap gets set. I'm going to pass by, collapse his clinch or his frame, and bring him into the clinch right here. If I am worried about punches or short elbows with that free hand, I can simply duck my head in behind the other way and control him from here. So, breaking down the clinch using your posture and your neck for strength versus trying to just muscle your way through the clinch. Hope you enjoy.